The perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Hello. Good morning. Top of the morning.
Hello.
Top of the morning. How are y'all? Brother Riggins, you doing okay?
I am doing great. Happy Friday. Just cruising right through the week, and I'm excited for the weekend.
Oh, yeah, it is Friday, isn't it?
It is.
All right. So, I have my friend Mark's coming today.
Yeah.
This weekend.
How fun. He's coming again?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah. How are you, Lynn?
Oh, just peachy.
Good.
Yeah.
So peachy.
Uh-huh.
I've had the last couple of days have been a little bit hectic for me with the other show that I do, because they're redoing the studio, and they've got, in order to remodel or update equipment and all that in a radio studio, you first have to take a side studio in the building and outfit that studio to be able to broadcast live on the air from that room. Because when they're tearing apart the on-air studio, you have to have somewhere that you're going to work from, because the show must go on. Well, they're doing all of that stuff at the radio station where I work at night, and I do my show from my home studio. But since they've got everything torn apart, all of the receivers and everything that gets the transmission from my studio to them, it's all over the place. So what I have been doing is recording my show, the segments for my show, and sending them to the producers to just plug in. And it's almost live, because it's late, so everything's up to date. I don't record it like 2 days ahead of time, and then the news is old. So it's a little tedious, especially when you don't know what you're doing. And Riggins is helping me on this end with technical stuff, and the producer of my night show, Lonnie Ray, is helping on the other end, and I'm trying to translate what each of them is saying back to the other, and I don't know any of what they're talking about.
Oh, no.
I don't know the difference between a WAV file and an MP3 and a convert this and, all of this kind of stuff. I'm like, I don't know any of this that you're talking about. And mainly Lonnie's just spitting out these things at me. And like, Lonnie, I don't know. I said, he said, tomorrow can you do blah, 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 blah. I said, I can't tell you yes or no, 'cause I don't know.
Yeah.
I said, I'll have to get with Riggins and see if he knows how to do that. If not, I got to do it the same way that I've been. Yeah. So you know how it is when you're dealing with technical things that you know nothing about.
Yes.
Yes. You're the expert on not knowing technical things.
Yes. I am. I would just have to copy what they wrote and paste it into, I don't know, Chat GPT.
Mm-hmm.
If I even know how to copy and paste, I don't know.
The whole thing boils down to the fact that my ultimate goal was to not have to drive all the way into the studio to do my show.
Right.
And it's been more work trying to just record. I could drive in and back and it'd be less
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking.
But I'm scared if I start doing that again, they'll make me do it forever.
Yeah.
Like taxes, they just get stuck with you.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Hey, talk radio just got more entertaining. You can listen to the TJ Ritchie Show for real conversations, bold opinions, and the stories everybody's talking about. Well, it's my opinions on the news and our culture, so obviously it's going to be funny sometimes. I'll keep you informed and entertained. Weeknights from 7 to 9 now on 107.9 FM WBT, or anytime you want at tjritchie.com. Don't miss the TJ Ritchie Show. Buying or selling a home doesn't have to be stressful when you have the right team. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty brings you local expertise, strong negotiation skills, dazzling marketing, and professional service. From the very first showing to the final signature, they're with you every step of the way. Move with confidence. Find the Temple team right now at tjriggins.com/deals. They've been friends of ours forever, and they're the only ones my wife and I use for real estate. It's the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
I just found something that I'm going to be using all the time. It's an extra large food warming mat with heat resistant pads. You can get an extra large, large, medium, depending on what you need. But there's 6 temperature settings and 6 timer settings. So basically, once you cook the Christmas or Thanksgiving meal and you want it to stay warm, you put it on this heating pad in the middle of the table or on the counter or island, and nobody gets hurt. It's heat resistant, but it keeps your food warm. It's excellent. Go to tjriggins.com/deals.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show with TJ Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob.
Sets the tone for my day.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
You kids grew up eating those. Well, when they first invented these when I was a kid, they were called cup of soup. And I don't know whether cup noodles is a different type of thing.
Mm.
But didn't y'all eat that growing up? Cup noodles?
Sure. Yeah.
College.
Yeah. In college, I remember eating them a lot. Yeah.
Okay. Well, they've launched 3 wing-inspired flavors for the Super Bowl. So spicy buffalo with ranch, lemon pepper, and garlic parm cup noodles.
Ew.
Does that sound appetizing to anybody?
Not at all.
I just like the regular flavors.
Yeah, and who would go and do microwave soup for the Super Bowl?
Right.
Great question.
Give me the wings.
Yeah, just eat the wings.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you want to celebrate the Super Bowl, but you only have $1 or 48 cents to spend, then I guess that makes sense.
And that happens for college kids. I mean,
Sure.
you know.
Yeah. Could be fun.
But I thought of another, you know how I always get falsely accused of being a cooking snob, back when I say that, you know, if you don't make your own whipped cream, you're, savage,
Yes.
uncivilized. I've thought of another one that, and I do like this in a lot of things, but when you see these recipes online or you see, people in their homes, so they will do it, adding the cup of soup packet to the crock pot for something.
Yeah.
Like it's not called cup of soup anymore. It's what it used to be. It's just I don't know what they call it, but I think Lipton makes it.
Cup
Yeah.
of noodle.
Or,
Oh,
no, it's not noodles. It's just the seasoning that goes in the water for a soup.
yes.
It's just dry seasoning, and I always go, "Ew."
They're like, I've got a special secret to this crock pot
Mhm.
dish.
Yeah, it's like every crock pot dish has cream cheese and a cup of or in a packet of soup mix.
Everything. Yep.
It does.
Because the other day, Jody does roast and potatoes and carrots and stuff in the crock pot, like everybody with cream of mushroom soup and stuff. And the other day, she had all the things laid out to get it started in the morning. And I saw that packet of soup mix. I was like, and I asked her that night, I said, have you always put that in the roast? She goes, no, I haven't always done it, but I've started doing it lately. And I think it's really good. I said, yeah, it is. It's good. When I first looked at it, I was like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
You might as well be taking a paper towel and sopping up grease out of a skillet after you've ground beef.
Yeah.
In the same category.
Yeah. Oh man.
Ugh.
But is it better than no.
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 I mean, it'd be better with, you cut up an onion in it and you put other dry seasonings and stuff. Basically made your own seasoned salt.
Sure. Yeah.
But I mean, it's good. It's good, but not better.
Yeah.
But bless her heart.
What? I
give
get
her
it.
pay for effort.
Yeah. Sure.
No, it was actually delicious.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm. And when you go in for leftovers, what I did, and she doesn't know it yet, because the bowl looks huge because it's got that gravy and the potatoes and carrots and stuff. I dug all the roast out of it. So all it is potatoes and carrots. So if she goes back to get leftovers, that's what she's going to get.
Oh, my God.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Prime Plus members get extra funny, commercial-free versions of all the shows and more. Sign up at tjriggins.com. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins. Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Listen everywhere. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Pretty Riggins.
That's me. Remember Pretty Ricky? Do you remember them?
Mm-hmm.
Loved him.
Yeah, they were great. I just saw that TMZ had an article about Neo, and they said how he's making his polyamorous marriage work or something like. Yeah, Neo's been with 3 women for years now, and I think it's the same 3 women. What's going? I mean, that is so weird.
Mm-mm.
So strange.
Anyway, Neo in my thoughts and prayers this week. I wanted to ask you. TJ was just talking about Jody making a roast, and he said for years, like when he's cooking anything with onions, and she walks in the room, she has like a conniption fit. She's like, what does she do?
Now those onions. Onions are strong. Ugh. I have to open up the window.
She's kind of like chastising you for making things with onions in it.
Yeah.
And what does she run around and open all the windows?
At least a couple of windows. I got to open that window just a little bit. Try to get that onion smell out of here. Okay. Which I don't mind in the winter. She's not as quick to do it in the winter as she is in the summer, though.
Yes, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I wanted to ask you, because there's this guy on TikTok. He's saying it's really important, even in the winter, to burp your house, which means you go around at least once a day and open all the windows and doors for 10 minutes just to get, the fresh air going. Even if your HVAC is running and it's filtered air, you want to get that outside air in. I was like, oh, that sounds like TJ and Jody's house, but I bet she's not doing it in the winter.
No. And in the summer or the spring, it's usually the fall when she runs around doing that. And I would come home from work and go, why is the air not on?
Yeah.
It is not hot. Okay. But you got to do all the windows and doors.
It's a lot of work.
Lindsay, that would take you at least 30 minutes just to open all the stuff.
Well, and I was thinking,
Yeah.
I don't do this. I need to do this. I get, especially with all the sickness that comes through these kids.
Yeah.
But to call it burping, is that necessary?
You're airing out your house. That's what a lot of people were complaining about. Like, give me a break. He goes, well, they do it a lot in Europe. And anytime somebody says that, it's like, okay, well, I don't care then.
Yeah. It's over then.
Yeah, I don't care about Europe.
No.
They always got to make it some kind of weird name that I'm not into.
Because they're trying to be funny on social media. They try, that's clever. I'll call it burp in the house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're so together. They're so ahead of us. This is how they do it in Europe. It's like, well, okay. They're also living in a house that was, it's made of old stones. And
their teeth are really jacked up. So are we taking any advice from them?
I have never accepted any of that.
No.
This is better because it's the way they do it in blank country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if we're not doing it here, that means it's not the best way to do it. The way I look at it.
Yeah. Well, he did mention that the reason that a lot of people do it, especially in the winter, is because, like Lindsay just mentioned, he said the air can get you sick, even if it's filtered air. So it might be something to think about, even if it's 20 degrees outside, like it is here this week where we live. Go around and burp your house.
I'll think about it, but I'm not going to call it that.
Yeah. Do you have to pat the house on the back?
I think so.
Like a baby.
Get it out. And then coming up in a little bit, we've got the Week in Review. It's an original song I perform every week, recapping everything in the world of pop culture and on the show. So look forward to that coming soon.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Hey, talk radio just got more entertaining. You can listen to the TJ Ritchie Show for real conversations, bold opinions, and the stories everybody's talking about. Well, it's my opinions on the news and our culture, so obviously it's going to be funny sometimes. I'll keep you informed and entertained. Weeknights from 7 to 9 now on 107.9 FM. WBT, or anytime you want at tjritchie.com. Don't miss the TJ Ritchie Show.
Grace is the first store I've found that is literally a one-stop shop. And I know you hear that all the time, but it really is. They have house decor, rugs, pillows. They can even make your own rug, make your own pillow. They have china. They have gifts for people, guys and girls. I mean, anything you can imagine, they have it. So please check out Lily and Grace in Langtree because you're not going to be disappointed. Or go to tjriggins.com/deals.
This message is specifically for the members of the radio family. Oh, and anybody who wants something for free. Get one of our new TJ and Riggins Show beanies at tjriggins.com/deals for just $29.99 with a 10% discount for Prime Plus members. Oh, you want a free one? Subscribe to one or more of our TJ and Riggins Show podcast feeds at Apple, Spotify, or YouTube and be automatically entered into our weekly random drawings. Learn more and enter to win at tjriggins.com/win.
The perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
You know, some people took to the Ask Reddit, and they said, "What's the first sign you notice that someone is a bad driver?" Now, I will freely admit I am a bad parker, and I've always said that I'm not good at parking. When the parking spot you have to go into, you go forward. I'm much better at parallel parking than I am at just pulling between the lines in a parking lot. I don't know why.
That's shocking. Yeah.
I know. So they said, first sign is always overconfidence mixed with zero awareness. Okay, well, that wasn't really what they were looking for, I'm sure. They were looking for stuff like this. They don't accelerate to highway speeds on the on-ramp.
That's a big one. Mm-hmm. That's a huge one. And I'm always screaming behind that person going, "You're getting on the interstate. Go. What are you doing? You got to merge."
Let's see. When they can't maintain speed and keep decelerating and accelerating.
Oh, yeah.
Back and forth. Hard braking at every stop. No turn signals, tailgating. And then I was looking, and nowhere in these top 15 or so does it mention what our dearly departed brother Ace used to always do. And I would think that this would be the sign of a bad driver. Remember, if Ace were driving, and it wouldn't matter if there was one person in the car with him or 4 people in the car with him, when he was talking to you, he had to maintain eye contact.
Yes. Yeah.
He would turn to the side and to the passenger seat and just take his eyes off the road, like people do on TV when you can see that it's a screen behind them and they're pretending to be driving.
Yeah.
Or if he was talking to somebody in the back seat, he was constantly in the rearview mirror making eye contact with them.
Yeah. And it's such a great quality when you're not driving.
Yeah. Look at somebody when they're talking to you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he did do that a lot. And you just kind of be like shaking. You'd be like, "All right, yeah, I got it."
Because you didn't want to be like, look at the road, but you're like, okay.
Yeah. I've been with him. It's just the two of us. And he's almost hit, not a guardrail, but when you're coming up on an overpass, this has like a bridge guard thing at the bottom. He's almost hit that. And hey. But you don't want to yell at somebody and scare them when they're driving. Well,
No.
Men don't want to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Women do it. Women will scream, "Watch out."
Oh,
And, it's not that big a deal. Where a guy would go, "Hey, heads up. Because, once you scream at them and startle them, then you got another chance of having a wreck."
Yeah.
My
God.
I laugh about all this now. You couldn't tell him because it didn't matter. He still did it,
Yeah, we would tell him, hey, watch the road. And he would laugh about it. Go, I'm sorry, I just can't help it. Because he was so always, on the air and in person, he spoke emphatically all the time. That's why I was just saying the other day, everything he would say, he wouldn't just say, "Hey, I found this. I thought it was pretty cool." he would say, I am fascinated by this.
Yeah.
I'm always fascinated by it. I mean, that's just the way he presented himself in speech.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And it wasn't good when he was driving.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Prime Plus members get extra funny, commercial-free versions of all the shows and more. Sign up at tjriggins.com. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins. What is new radio? New radio is
Streaming everywhere.
listen to the show starting each weekday morning at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
We do a podcast every day called Extra Funny. And Extra Funny is available on our social medias, Spotify, YouTube, all of that. And we don't have to be so careful with how we speak and all, because it's not on the radio, it's just a podcast. And it's not a filthy, just going against our personalities or anything that and then there's a segment also called Extra Funny that comes with a subscription to TJ Riggins Plus, right? Is that what it's called? TJ Riggins Prime Plus. So you can sign up for that at tjriggins.com. And I say all that because usually this is the type of story that we would cover on one of those podcasts. But I could not hold it until we do that. It's so great. This happened Tuesday in Florida. The police responded to a place called Palms of Emerald Coast Massage Parlor because they were investigating an alleged attack. Somebody from the Department of Health reported that they had gone in to do a check on this place, and they were yelled at and physically shoved out of the business by a massage parlor employee. So somebody working there said, you are from the health department, get out, and pushed them out. You can't do that. So when the cops came, they tried to handcuff the woman. And according to the police report, she began, quote, defecating toward the officers in an attempt to avoid being arrested, end quote.
Oh my God. Is that your first reaction? I mean,
I guess if you're a crazy enough woman to physically assault the health department inspector and kick them out of your business, then I would think you're crazy enough to do that.
haven't you always said, though, that's the way to get someone to stop messing with you?
Yeah. But it only stopped them momentarily because she was arrested.
Oh.
And the Palms of Emerald Coast used to be called Classy Spa.
Oh, no.
Classy spa.
There's no word why the name was changed. It clearly sounds like a classy establishment all the way around.
Yeah.
But is that the type of massage place you used to work for, Lindsay, where you were the manager?
No. Mine was a little bit more upscale.
You really did work at Classy Spa.
Yeah. Even though some things went on that were not so classy.
Yeah. Love that, though. I think we need to start calling our show Classy Show. TJ Riggins Classy Show.
Classy show. Classy show.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if someone is ever told to do something like that. Hey, if the cops are coming for you, just, start doing that.
Maybe they heard you say that.
They say maybe this was a listener to the show and had heard me say that before as a joke.
Yeah.
That's look, it's the protection of the skunk. That's what they do.
Right.
Well, basically.
Similar.
It's as close to a skunk as we're going to get
Yeah.
in the human body.
TJ, Riggins, and Lindsay want to thank you for listening. Let's go! This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Prime Plus members get extra funny, commercial-free versions of all the shows and more. Sign up at tjriggins.com. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins.
Hey, it's TJ, and if you live in the Charlotte area, there is something that you need to do. You need to get your furniture from Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Now, they have several locations around the Lake Norman area, but they can deliver all over the place in Charlotte area because they have a great delivery team. Now, we're talking beautiful furniture for the living room and the bedroom, as well as obviously great mattresses and pillows and all of that stuff. So go to tjriggins.com/mattress for Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Listen, if you've got pets, you already know, no matter how many times you wash your clothes, the pet hair just keeps coming back. Until now, meet the Pet Hair Dissolver, the simple solution that breaks down pet hair during your wash cycle. Just toss it in, run your washer, and boom, clothes, blankets, and pet beds come out cleaner, softer, and practically hair-free. It works with top load, front load, and HE machines, and it's truly a breakthrough product for pet owners. Grab it now at tjriggins.com/deals. And finally, take pet hair out of your laundry routine.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show. With TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob. Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
I can't believe we forgot to talk about this yesterday as to why at the last minute Lindsay had to cancel Lindsay Look for this week.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Got a lot of messages.
Yeah, she called in sick basically for Lindsay Look. So I'm gonna let you do all the telling here.
Yep.
Because I don't want to say anything that you don't want me to say since it's of a personal nature.
Well, I mean, if it slips out, it slips. Listen, I've already tainted y'all's name in the industry because listen to what happened. I went to the lady doctor. It was my yearly. Long story short, she found a cyst that needed to be removed. She said it's gonna hurt. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat this, but let's take care of it while you're here. I'm like, please. So I'm a nervous talker. Things come out. I'm just like trying not to scream basically or yell or cry. So as she's doing it, I'm like, oh my God, my bosses would love this. She went, okay. And she keeps, doing it or whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, that sounds so bad. I'm like, well, don't worry. I'm like HR. Don't worry. It's not like a weird thing. And I'm like, I keep talking and I'm just like, shut up, Lynn, shut up. And then I tried to explain it and it just got worse. So I just shut up. But what I was trying to say is
that we like cyst removal videos.
Yes. Remember Dr. Pimple Popper? Y'all used to watch that all the time. Yes. And I'm like, oh my God, my bosses would like, and clearly she knows who you are. And she's like, she knows your men too. And she's like, yeah, she's in there, birth canal and all. And I'm like, my bosses would love this.
You got to call her though.
I know.
Today you got to call her.
Well, I tried to explain it. It didn't matter. I was like, at this point, I was just sweating. We were all like happy it was over. But I was like, listen, it's not what you think.
And I'm sure that the nurses or assistants were in there helping her. And they're like, yes. What? We thought those were nice guys.
Yeah.
I was like, listen, I'm HR. Everything's fine.
Well, my grandmother was that way, my Nana. And she would say things that would get her, embarrassed and all that stuff because she was just a nervous talker like that.
Yeah.
Like she had to tell everything that was on her mind. Like she went, used to, you could go like at Sears or somewhere like that in the department store, and they would have to give you a key to the bathroom like they did at service stations, gas stations. And she asked the lady, I'm sorry, hon, could I get your restroom key? And the lady's handing it across to her. And my Nana said, thank you, hon. I took fluid pill this morning. Like, you didn't need to say that. Everybody needs to use it.
Yeah.
And then one time she saw this lady who had on a nice, she liked her necklace and she complimented it. And I think her name was Margie or whatever. She said, Margie, I love that necklace. And she could have just left it at that. You know what they say? I wish I had that and you had a wart on your nose. I looked, and my God, she had a big wart right on her nose.
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
So that's what your future is, Lindsay.
exactly.
When you get old, that's what it's going to be. Just jabbering.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. I love it.
This is TJ and Riggins. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. Click the deals button to get all our exclusive best deals anywhere from all of the TJ and Riggins show partners. Add it to your phone. The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Ooh, all kinds of stuff going on. It's a good thing we've got Riggins to catch us up.
That's right. There's a lot of things going on in the world. And but first, at the top of the hour, I'm going to do the week in review. I'm going to recap everything that happened in the world of pop culture and on the TJ and Riggins Show this week in one unique original song. It's at the top of the hour. Can't wait to do it for you. This is a busy week for divorce lawyers because this week, specifically, I think they said today, is the most popular day and week to file for divorce. And this comes around once a year, obviously. And they said it's because some couples just try to make it through the holidays. So the first couple weeks of January are always popular for divorce filings, but this week specifically is the most popular.
That's sad.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say maybe because Valentine's it's kind of close. Like they could maybe get another date.
One more present.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think they said just through the holidays, and then people are ready. It used to be Monday, but for some reason it is now Friday is the most popular day. So,
Yeah, well, I mean, it gives them the weekend to have it settle in and, that whole thing, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. So it is a busy week for divorce filings. Kind of sad news, as TJ mentioned, but something that might be exciting. Walmart is expanding its drone delivery. And they've doubled it, I think, to 270 Walmart locations across America. And they said it's for something simple, like if you forgot an ingredient for dinner, you can have the drone deliver it for you. And doesn't that really feel like we're living in the future?
Yeah.
Yeah. But how much weight can they hold? Like, could you order, a patio furniture from Walmart and have it delivered by a drone?
That's a great question. Like what are the limits of the drone delivery? But yeah, I would want to know that too.
I think they're talking about if you need some eggs, it can bring it to you,
I think that's what I'm looking at.
You know what? I would order razors that way. Instead of having because they're locked up at a lot of Walmarts. So you got to wait on somebody to come over there and unlock the thing because, because there's so many trashy thieves in the country now.
Yeah.
Yeah, truly.
And laundry detergent too. I always go, who's stealing the laundry detergent? I don't know, but I know what you mean. It's frustrating. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, Walmart expanding its drone delivery rapidly. And then what was the other thing I wanted to mention? Today is National Fig Newton Day.
I love Fig Newtons.
I know you guys do. Both of you have shared your love of the Fig Newton.
Yeah, I like all the Newtons. I like the Fig Newton, the Blueberry Newton, the Apple Newton. Not a big fan of the Cam Newton.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But all
you
the
like strawberry?
Yeah.
Okay, that's my fave.
All Newtons.
All Newtons.
Mm-hmm.
Except
I don't want an off-brand Newton either.
No, same. They're dry.
Yeah.
That's a struggle when you get an off-brand Newtons. Mm-hmm. That's tough times. I'm surprised you wouldn't have said that Fig Newtons are like a Yankee food because that does not seem like something you would find in northern Louisiana.
Oh, we had fig trees all over the place where I'm from, and I would eat them off the tree.
Mm-hmm.
A fig?
Yeah.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's it taste like?
A fig?
Yeah. Kind of like a date, maybe, is the closest.
A lot sweeter, and we also had fig preserves in the South all over the place.
Oh, really?
My grandmother would make that.
Yeah.
Happy National Fig Day.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Prime Plus members get extra funny, commercial-free versions of all the shows and more. Sign up at TJRiggins.com. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins.
Listen up, married guys. You probably only have one person you have to buy a gift for this Christmas, but it's the most important person in your world. And of course, I'm talking about your wife. Blow her away this year with the Bubble Cuddle Blanket from Cozy Earth. I haven't met a woman yet who doesn't love that thing. To me, it feels like a mink coat meets a weighted blanket. So get yours now at tjriggins.com/deals and use the code TJ for a huge 41% discount. tjriggins.com/deals, code TJ.
Eric Javits is having sale upon sale upon sale right now. You have to check everything out. They have hats, handbags, shoes. You're going to love everything they have. I just ordered a leather faux croc bag. It's red. It's super cute, especially for the holidays. And it's 59% off. And with code TJ, it's an additional 20% off. So check out everything they have to offer at tjriggins.com/deals. Don't forget to use the code TJ for 20% off.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Baby, let's go.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Now I'm craving biscuits with fig preserves. After that last segment, talking about it being fig day.
And during the commercial, TJ and Lindsay were sharing their favorite fig dishes. I've never had a fig, but the things you guys were naming did not sound very good to me. I'll be honest.
But does it surprise you that I like a fig? No.
Yeah, she likes everything.
Yeah.
Does she?
Mm-hmm.
Like an old lady.
Riggins, you need to get to the closest Cracker Barrel to you, and I bet they have some fig preserves in there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And you just put it on a bit. You said on a biscuit.
Yep.
It's real good.
Toast. Anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give that a shot. Well, TJ, you were on my mind yesterday. I was helping TJ with his political show stuff yesterday. And by the way, you said I was giving you a bunch of technical jargon that you didn't understand. That's a lie.
No, I meant Lonnie was, and then I'm having to try to translate it to you. That's what I meant. Lonnie, my other producer.
Making me sound like a nerd. I don't know.
You do know about that kind of stuff, though.
I'm learning because you kind of have to, like what we do now. We do a lot of things digitally, so you kind of have to figure it out as you go. But at one point I said, does he have a Gmail address? And TJ goes, no. And then 5 minutes later, he sends me a Gmail address. I was like, wait a minute.
No, it's off Gmail.com.
Yeah, and Lonnie's Gmail address has my name in it.
Wait, what?
No idea. It's a Gmail that he and Rob use together to send stuff back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I didn't know.
that's hilarious.
Well, I was helping him edit some audio, and TJ, I got to be honest, I got so heated listening to one of these clips you were playing on your show, and it was a bunch of British people talking about why they wouldn't want to live in America.
Mm-hmm.
And as I was listening to this, and I'm not a political person at all, but as I'm listening to this, I get more and more and more heated. I'm like, how dare they? I don't want to, that's my problem. I don't want to hear anybody, I don't care where you're from, talking about America if you don't live here.
Yeah.
Complain. If you live here and you want to complain, God bless you. That's your God-given right. But if you have a British accent or something, I don't want to hear you say a thing about living in America. Sorry.
No, because wherever you live outside of America is not as good as America.
No.
I don't care what it is.
Well.
But Riggins, that's the way I am when I'm going through and picking those things out of all nature to play on that show. I get so mad by the time I'm finished doing that sometimes when I go to send them to be edited and put into the system to play on the air, I just start deleting them. I'm like, I can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to listen to this. I get so emotional about it. And you go, oh, you sorry pieces of, I'm just.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what it is. Most of those, I just get to the point where I'm like, I can't.
It's not good for your mental state.
No.
It can't be, because that's exactly my thought. I was like, oh my gosh, he's doing this like every single night. He's got to just be steaming by the time that, he gets off the radio.
Yeah. High blood pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cortisol spiking, the whole thing. And what's even more infuriating is all these jacket potato people that are popping up in the United States. They're serving baked potatoes with beans in it, which is a UK treat. And it's like, give me a break. Your baked beans, I guarantee you, suck.
Oh.
And they put pulled pork in them. I guarantee you their pulled pork is not good.
No.
So I'm just kind of over the UK at this point.
I don't trust UK meat for some reason.
That's a t-shirt. I don't trust UK meat.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Hey, talk radio just got more entertaining. You can listen to the TJ Ritchie Show for real conversations, bold opinions, and the stories everybody's talking about. Well, it's my opinions on the news and our culture, so obviously it's going to be funny sometimes. I'll keep you informed and entertained. Weeknights from 7 to 9 now on 107.9 FM. WBT, or anytime you want at tjritchie.com. Don't miss the TJ Ritchie Show.
The perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
All right. Buckle yourselves in and hang on tight. It is that part of the Friday show that everybody loves. Riggins' funny song about everything that's gone on behind the scenes of the TJ Riggins Show and everything in the pop culture. It's called Riggins Week in Review.
And this is my song. It's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. TJ's been in a good mood all week. If he keeps this up, then we'll be set. Bad news, he's on whippets, but I'll take what I can get. Thank you. And TJ's good friend is coming into town this weekend, who I thought was just passing by. But I hope TJ doesn't go off his diet because his friend is the Hamburglar, FYI. It's going to be challenging. Lindsay's back from Chicago after a weekend that was pretty quick. And you can tell that she was in Chicago because now her mustache is pretty thick. And this is my song. It's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Today is National Fig Newton Day. They have their own holiday, as they should. I really love Fig Newtons when you can trade them for something good. And Kiefer Sutherland got arrested for assaulting an Uber driver. He's 59 and still doing the most. But the only thing I could think about was his Uber score is toast. You know? Yeah. People are very
Part, yeah.
Yeah. It's really going to drop like a stone. Britney Spears says she'll never perform in the United States again if the opportunity were to occur. But I just got off the phone with Live Nation, and they said they're not looking for her. And this is my song. It's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. I don't know if I mentioned this. I had to buy a new printer this week. I'm a little annoyed if you can't tell. Next, I might buy a fax machine and maybe a butter churner as well. That's depressing. Valentine's Day stuff is already in stores. All those candies wrapped in foil. I show TJ I love him by sneaking up behind him and checking his oil. It's our love language. A new poll shows Uranus is people's second favorite planet. And I totally agree. But Lindsay, I got to say, Uranus, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. It's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you so much. What's your favorite planet, Lindsay?
I've never thought about it.
No way.
Never thought, not once.
Yeah. Mine is Saturn. Not that it matters, but that's what it is. There is a relationship therapist that has gone viral, and I think TJ's really going to love this one. And we'll get to it coming up next.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Prime Plus members get extra funny, commercial-free versions of all the shows and more. Sign up at tjriggins.com. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins.
Buying or selling a home doesn't have to be stressful when you have the right team. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty brings you local expertise, strong negotiation skills, dazzling marketing, and professional service. From the very first showing to the final signature, they're with you every step of the way. Move with confidence. Find the Temple team right now at tjriggins.com/deals. They've been friends of ours forever, and they're the only ones my wife and I use for real estate. It's the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
I just found something that I'm going to be using all the time. It's an extra large food warming mat with heat resistant pads. You can get an extra large, large, medium, depending on what you need, but there's 6 temperature settings and 6 timer settings. So basically, once you cook the Christmas or Thanksgiving meal and you want it to stay warm, you put it on this heating pad in the middle of the table or on the counter or island, and nobody gets hurt. It's heat resistant, but it keeps your food warm. It's excellent. Go to tjriggins.com/deals.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show with TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D, Rob.
Sets the tone for my day.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Now we're into the weekend. We're already there, buddy. We're already there.
I'm already there. Who sang that?
Lone Star.
Yeah.
Lone Star. Excellent. Well, TJ was on my mind this morning because there's this relationship coach that's gone viral. And basically her message is, I won't bore you with all the details, but she said passion projects like playing a lot of golf or ultra marathoners, you know, those people that just run long distances, should not even exist if it comes at the expense of unpaid labor. Meaning you should not have any kind of hobby or extracurricular activity if the person you're in a relationship with is then asked to carry the load or keep the home together. It should not exist.
Love it.
Of course you do. But she said it's an extremely unpopular opinion, but that's what she believes. And she said, I'll take the arrows for everybody else. Now, Lindsay jumped right up and she was like, I love this, because you're assuming this is about golf. I guess.
Yeah. And I'm really kind of just being funny. I think that's ridiculous. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, to a certain point, you know, you can have a hobby.
Yeah.
It's not every day.
Yeah. Well, this therapist is an idiot. Is she a therapist or is she a life coach that's not a certified therapist or relationship coach?
They call her
certified.
They call her a therapist turned relationship coach.
Oh,
Right. And she is feeding upon the idea that everything that women do in a relationship is labor.
Yeah.
Like women get no benefits out of being in a relationship.
Yeah.
With a man. So everything they do is labor. That's why, you know, you get these things every year of like what it would cost to hire all the people who do what a mom does and, you know, all of this stuff. Because that's how they break it down. Because they look at if a woman is with a man, then she is sacrificing so much of her happiness to bring him joy, because no man could ever bring a woman joy or show them the benefit of having a man, you know, outside of his bringing home a paycheck. Because other than that, all he does is take.
well,
That's the way they view it. That's the way the feminists view it. That all men do in a relationship is take, and all women do is give and get taken advantage of.
that's right.
I hear what you're saying, but you've been pretty critical of guys that play a lot of golf throughout the years, TJ.
Yeah, that's if you are shirking your responsibilities. Having a hobby that gets you out of the house every once in a while to go do something like go fishing or whatever is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And I think it should go both ways.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm also very critical of a man who can't take care of his kids if they're little.
Mhm.
You know, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. The mom, the wife, should be able to leave the house and go have fun, do what she wants to do without ever worrying about whether or not the kids are getting what they're supposed to get.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, the man should provide that type of confidence in her. But but this whole thing comes from the idea that women are just so put upon all the time and taken advantage of. And some are, I get it.
Some are, yeah. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
I am. I know that.
You are downtrodden.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Prime Plus members get extra funny, commercial-free versions of all the shows and more. Sign up at tjriggins.com. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins. Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Listen everywhere.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Now, I have said many times, that one of my favorite, I think it would be considered a delicacy, is after I have cooked steaks at home, where I do it in the black iron skillet with butter and that whole thing. When the steaks are out of the skillet, to go by the skillet with that melted butter, that cooked butter, and just dip bread into it and sop it up and eat it.
Oh,
That's one of my favorite things. Well, we have a young Maine, and surprisingly, he's Southern, that kind of does the same thing, but has always done it to the extreme. Listen.
You ever think you were overweight as a child? Just know that when I was 8, they put me on cholesterol medicine because I was addicted to drinking the leftover grease after my mother finished cooking a meal. Like, she would pour the leftover grease into an empty container, and then when no one was looking, I would sneak and drink it. They started having to put tape on the containers, and if the tape was broken, they knew the grease dumpster had struck again. That's what they called me. They called me Grease Dumpster.
see, it's people like that give genetic cholesterol problems, which is me, a bad name. I just can't imagine.
Yeah. But as soon as I heard that, and I knew that y'all would be listening to it with me, I thought they're going to start calling me the Grease Dumpster because of my oily skin.
There's the Grease Dumpster again.
Have you talked to the Grease Dumpster today?
The Grease Dumpster has struck again. That's what they called me, was the Grease Dumpster.
He was addicted to it.
Mm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Cholesterol medicine when I was 8.
Yeah. I do love him.
Yeah. You know what I've grown to believe, and I don't have any proof of this, but just observational skills. I've grown to believe that cholesterol medicine is just part of the Southern diet.
Yeah.
I guarantee you the people who are on cholesterol medicine, if you looked at a map and it had the colors coordinated and all, it would all be just like in one region with a sprinkling here or there throughout the country.
Yeah.
Guarantee you there are far more Southern people on cholesterol medicine than anywhere else.
There'd be a line with like an arrow pointing down. That's it.
And the ones that are sprinkled throughout the country are people who have moved from the South. You know, they're Southerners that are living in these other states.
Yeah.
Yeah, the doctor was probably the one that started calling him the Grease Dumpster.
So, yeah, I mean, I like sopping it, but what I'm sopping up there is butter. Now, I'm not saying I'm above taking a piece of bread and sopping up bacon grease out of a skillet, but that's just a little bit.
But to drink it?
No, I couldn't drink it.
No.
Sneaking around drinking it. I mean, that's
the bread
crazy.
makes all the difference.
Yeah, and it's just a dab. God, can you imagine a little kid, you look up and the kid has a grease container drinking out of it.
I'm sending you to rehab like right away.
I mean, it's bad enough that, you know, Southerners put Coke and sweet tea in toddlers' sippy cups.
Yeah.
Or cold coffee. But can you imagine putting grease in a sippy cup hey, you're not going to spill that on my furniture here. I got you. Come get your sippy cup.
Oh my God.
We got chicken grease today. Oh, you love that, don't you? Look at him. He loves it.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Hey, talk radio just got more entertaining. You can listen to the TJ Ritchie Show for real conversations, bold opinions, and the stories everybody's talking about. Well, it's my opinions on the news and our culture, so obviously it's going to be funny sometimes. I'll keep you informed and entertained. Weeknights from 7 to 9 now on 107.9 FM WBT or anytime you want at tjritchie.com. Don't miss the TJ Ritchie Show.
Grace is the first store I've found that is literally a one-stop shop. And I know you hear that all the time, but it really is. They have house decor, rugs, pillows. They can even make your own rug, make your own pillow. They have china. They have gifts for people, guys and girls. I mean, anything you can imagine, they have it. So please check out Lily and Grace in Langtree because you're not going to be disappointed. Or go to tjriggins.com/deals.
This message is specifically for the members of the radio family. Oh, and anybody who wants something for free. Get one of our new TJ and Riggins Show beanies at tjriggins.com/deals for just $29.99 with a 10% discount for Prime Plus members. Oh, you want a free one? Subscribe to one or more of our TJ and Riggins Show podcast feeds at Apple, Spotify, or YouTube and be automatically entered into our weekly random drawings. Learn more and enter to win at tjriggins.com/win.
The perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Ooh, it's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Yay! Yay! I may be about to ruffle some feathers here, but just bear in mind, if you're about to get furious with me, everybody is entitled to an opinion. If you do not fit into the description of this type of person that I'm about to say, then you're fine. Okay?
Okay.
And then remember, I'm nobody. So don't let my opinion ruin your day. Okay? We have a clip of what a guy does when he's riding his bicycle on the walking path to get people to get out of his way. He's a cyclist, right? Now I'll play this quickly and I'll let you hear it. So it may be hard to tell when you're not watching it, but when he comes up behind him, he screams at him and scares them because they can't see him coming. Listen.
As when people are on the trail, I notice like a bell doesn't really work. Saying like on your left doesn't really work. But if you just go, ah! Thank you. That works really well.
Okay. So obviously this guy is a jerk and he will be lucky if he does that, if he keeps doing that to people and doesn't get knocked off that bicycle.
Yeah.
Yep.
If that's my wife and me walking on a trail and we innocently don't know that he's coming up behind us on a bicycle and he did that, I would try my very best to chase him down and jerk him off that bicycle.
Heck yeah.
Listen now, cyclists a lot of times are the most arrogant, self-centered people on the road.
Yeah.
Entitled as well. And he's not even on the road. He's on a walking trail.
Yeah.
Where people are walking. The majority of people are walking. The people in front of it was two women walking a little dog. He scared them to death, screaming at them. Now you're going to tell me that's not living up to the stereotype of an arrogant, selfish, self-centered cyclist?
Yep.
Totally.
I would have knocked him out so quick.
And he's doing it to women.
Yeah, women. Yeah.
Startling women who are paying, riding up behind them and screaming at them. Yeah. Yeah, I would go to that trail every day after that. If Jody came home and told me that he did that, I'd be out there every day waiting on him to ride by.
Yep. And I would
I would attack him right away, but I would stop him.
Sure.
And if he wanted to go, we would go.
He probably wouldn't listen to how he talked. I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to be tough in those shorts.
The butt pad shorts.
Yeah.
He's going to mess with the wrong person. You're right.
Yeah.
And either give someone a heart attack and they're going to sue him or I don't know. He's going to get his.
Yeah, it's just okay. So they don't hear your bell. They don't hear you say, "All right, well, that's part of it. Deal with it."
Yeah.
Move on to a different location.
Yeah, just you know what? It's not going to kill you to slow down and have to get your speed back up. You're not entitled to keep the same heart rate.
Yeah.
When there are other people using the trail, sometimes you have to adjust. That's why they ought to keep them inside.
Yeah.
Only stationary bikes.
Yes.
More TJ and Riggins coming up. Prime Plus members get extra funny, commercial-free versions of all the shows and more. Sign up at tjriggins.com. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins. What is new radio? New radio is
Streaming everywhere.
listen to the show starting each weekday morning at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Well, there's a new poll that found they just basically asked people their area of expertise. Okay, so like if you're job hunting or something, what's your area of expertise? The top five, from 5 to 1, 5 interest rates, trending music was number 4, 3 home improvement or DIY projects, area of expertise. Social media trends was number 2. People said their area of expertise. And you know what number 1 was? In the Americans polled in this little survey, what is your area of expertise? Number 1 was reality show drama.
Yes, that was me that was polled, guys.
What?
Where are we headed?
It's bad.
That's an area of expertise to know a lot about reality show drama.
Yeah. Now, some people would put social media trends, it was at number 2 in the same category, but I don't think so, because social media trends can also work for marketing and advertisements and, all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You can put that into a career. Same with home improvements and DIY projects.
Yeah.
Interest rates. Number 6, though, we'll go on and look at the rest of them. We have time to look at the top 10. Number 6, obscure facts about movies and TV shows.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah.
Number 7, other general trivia.
Oh.
8 is a legit one. It's history. 9 is health and fitness. And number 10, what is your area of expertise? Saving money. I'm an expert on saving money.
Spending money would be my number 1.
I was going to say, that's yours. So what is your number 1 area of expertise, Lindsay, outside of what you do for a living?
I think spending money is accurate. Not really reality show. I don't really watch a ton of reality shows anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I know a lot about whiny children.
You wouldn't say fashion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. More so.
It's absolutely not coming up with an area of expertise on the fly.
That's it. That's it.
TJ, Riggins, and Lindsay want to thank you for listening. Let's go! This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. Watch the TJ and Riggins Show with new Carolina-specific content, deals, and more. Available to check out every weekday. Add it to your phone's home.
Hey, it's TJ, and if you live in the Charlotte area, there is something that you need to do. You need to get your furniture from Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Now, they have several locations around the Lake Norman area, but they can deliver all over the place in Charlotte area because they have a great delivery team. Now, we're talking beautiful furniture for the living room and the bedroom, as well as obviously great mattresses and pillows and all of that stuff. So go to tjriggins.com/mattress for Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Listen, if you've got pets, you already know. No matter how many times you wash your clothes, the pet hair just keeps coming back. Until now, meet the Pet Hair Dissolver, the simple solution that breaks down pet hair during your wash cycle. Just toss it in, run your washer, and boom! Clothes, blankets, and pet beds come out cleaner, softer, and practically hair-free. It works with top load, front load, and HE machines, and it's truly a breakthrough product for pet owners. Grab it now at tjriggins.com/deals. And finally, take pet hair out of your laundry routine.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show. With TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob. Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Hey. We were talking about this poll where they asked all of these Americans what their number one area of expertise is. And the top answer from people was reality show drama, which is sad. Lindsay really doesn't have an area of expertise. She just kind of went along with fashion as it was suggested. What is yours, Riggins? Outside of work stuff, what's your area of expertise?
I don't know. Maybe the closest one on that list would be like general trivia. I kind of know a little bit about a lot of things, so maybe that would be the best fit for me.
It's not dope.
Vaping. Pornography. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, boozing. I'd say probably general trivia, maybe.
I know a lot about boozing, but
and losing.
Yeah.
Losing.
You know a lot about boozing and losing.
Yeah.
What's yours, TJ?
I know this is going to sound weird, and I always say that whenever I always have a disclaimer to this because I have no credibility because I'm chunk of bunk, but I'm an expert in fitness and nutrition.
Mm-hmm.
I learned all about that stuff when I was really into it and a gym rat and all that. But now I'm not an expert on all of these new ways that, they do all of these different workouts and you got to macros and count this and, all of that stuff. I think all that's unnecessary. I think it's fixing something that wasn't broke. Because the simple things have always worked. Doing regular, normal weight training and cardio and eating a clean diet. Mm-hmm. That works. Yeah. They make it too complicated, just like teachers make math too complicated because they don't want the parents to be able to do it.
Yes.
So you got to go to the teachers. You got to go to the schools to get the schools to tell you the right way to do it. Mm-hmm. So that's why they keep changing it up and, with not just math, but all kinds of schoolwork in the government school. That's the way it is. Because then if you go to a trainer and a nutritionist, it's always a different way to do things,
Mm-hmm.
Keep it different.
We're evolving.
Mm-hmm. Which, that's great. I know, it works for a lot of people. And a lot of people really enjoy doing that, but I'm more of a simplistic, just do it.
Yeah.
You got what works, do what works,
mm-hmm.
And then I'd say the other thing is physics.
Oh, God.
Astrophysicist is what I am.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. I love it.
This is TJ and Riggins.
Hey, talk radio just got more entertaining. You can listen to the TJ Ritchie Show for real conversations, bold opinions, and the stories everybody's talking about. Well, it's my opinions on the news and our culture, so obviously it's going to be funny sometimes. I'll keep you informed and entertained. Weeknights from 7 to 9 now on 107.9 FM WBT or anytime you want at tjritchie.com. Don't miss the TJ Ritchie Show.
The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Getting it, like Dale Jr. Getting it.
Digging. Well, that was
Digging, getting it, digging.
Getting it. That's fun. Well, guess who's back again? That would be the brand. I can't believe it's not butter. They're trying to stage a comeback, and the way they're going to do that is by hiring Gordon Ramsay as their spokesperson. So I can't believe it's not butter. Was that in the 80s or the 90s?
Oh, they still sell it. They still make it.
Did they?
Yeah. I can't believe it's not butter spray.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Kyle is obsessed with the spray.
Mm-hmm.
It's like super salty. He sprays everything.
I love it too.
Yeah.
And it's I don't think it's got any calories, or I don't know what's in it, but
What could be in that
what
stuff?
you're supposed to use when you're on a diet.
Yeah.
Well, they said they've tweaked the recipe a little bit, and hiring Gordon Ramsay thinks that will lend the brand a little bit more credibility to people who have never tried the product before. So Gordon Ramsay, I know TJ has said, like, I don't know that Gordon Ramsay's such a great chef. You're not that.
I like him a lot.
Sure. I mean, he's fine.
You know who their celebrity spokesperson used to be? The I Can't Believe It's Not Butter people? Fabio.
Oh, yes.
They did those like spoof of a romantic setting, and I can't believe it's no butter.
Uh-huh. And his hair was flowing.
Yeah.
That long hair.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah. So then maybe this is a change of pace for I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, but they're back in the news.
Oh, wouldn't it be funny if they did the same types of commercials with Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have him out there blowing in the breeze like Fabio.
It'd be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Our state of North Carolina is in the news. A man was just arrested for stealing $20,000 worth of Pokemon cards from a gaming store in Wilmington, North Carolina. And he's been hit with a bunch of felonies. One team member at the store was injured during this robbery, but it just goes to show you these Pokemon cards are just making people go nuts.
Yeah,
So,
because they feel like they can make money off of them.
Yeah.
You know, that sort of thing. I don't know what they do with their money. They don't spend it on clothes or grooming products.
They buy more Pokemons.
I guess.
Got to catch them all. Got to catch them all. So I have a question about how TJ and Lindsay were raised, specifically how things operated in their home. We're going to learn a lot. I got a feeling. Coming up next.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Prime Plus members get extra funny, commercial-free versions of all the shows and more. Sign up at tjriggins.com. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins.
Listen up, married guys. You probably only have one person you have to buy a gift for this Christmas, but it's the most important person in your world. And of course, I'm talking about your wife. Blow her away this year with the Bubble Cuddle Blanket from Cozy Earth. I haven't met a woman yet who doesn't love that thing. To me, it feels like a mink coat meets a weighted blanket. So get yours now at tjriggins.com/deals and use the code TJ for a huge 41% discount. tjriggins.com/deals, code TJ.
Eric Javits is having sale upon sale upon sale right now. You have to check everything out. They have hats, handbags, shoes. You're going to love everything they have. I just ordered a leather faux croc bag. It's red. It's super cute, especially for the holidays. And it's 59% off. And with code TJ, it's an additional 20% off. So check out everything they have to offer at tjriggins.com/deals. Don't forget to use the code TJ for 20% off.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Baby, let's go.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Yes. This is probably going to be fun. Anytime Riggins says, I want to do something with TJ and Lindsay, and we don't know about it, it's probably invasive.
It might be a little invasive, but I genuinely want to know. I told you guys that on my Christmas list this year, the only thing I really wanted was a spin mop.
Yep.
My parents give me this spin mop for Christmas. And then my mom, as I open it, I'm like, thank you so much. And my mom says, I haven't had a bucket and a mop in 30 years. And I said, well, that's probably true. She's got somebody to clean the house now, but I don't know if you guys had a similar experience. When my mom used to mop our house, she would kick everybody out. Like, if she was just mopping the kitchen, she would yell up the stairs to me and my brothers and go, guys, out. Because she was afraid that we were going to go down and mess up whatever she had done. Did you guys have a similar, did your parents throw you out for certain things?
No, my mom would just say, don't come. We lived in a ranch style house. She'd say, don't come in here till the floor dries. And Jody does the same thing to me.
Does she?
Mm-hmm. I just mop downstairs. Or she'll say, I'm about to mop downstairs. So if you need anything, go get it now.
Yeah, that's how you treat somebody who's got like half a brain. Like, I don't know why we needed to be kicked out of the house for her to do her thing. I think she was just being sort of like not nice.
I know why, because you didn't listen.
Maybe, yeah. Is that what it
That's
was?
definitely it, because I'll be like, kids, don't come in here. It's wet. I don't want you falling, mainly.
Yeah.
Breaking another arm, stay where you're at. They don't listen. 2 seconds later, I want a snack. And they're running up like, you got to kick them out.
Do they usually come in pairs like that? Or is it usually one or the other?
It's the older one saying, I want a snack and running, and then the other one following. Me too. You ain't hungry. Sit down. You just ate.
She's not getting something that I'm not going to have.
Yeah. Yes, that's what it is. They're in a jealous stage too. Like if one gets something, the other has to get something. They're, I didn't get Delilah. Go, you like Delilah better than me. Like it's just.
I've said that before to my mom when I was little, and she would say, like, I'd say, you like Todd better than you like me. And she would say, well, you know what? Today I do, the way you're acting. Today I do.
I'm sorry. I love how real your mom was. That's what I need to start doing. You know what? You act right, and I like you the same.
Yeah.
The way you're acting today, I do like him better.
I admire that. I admire that too. Just be honest. Yeah, I don't really like you right now. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
All right, let's go. This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Prime Plus members get extra funny, commercial-free versions of all the shows and more. Sign up at tjriggins.com. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins.